Last year, as part of my Star Ocean Session series, I played through and created content for the entire Star Ocean series. My journey through the stars has had its ups and downs, but overall, it was an awesome ride. The Star Ocean series does some great things, and I am personally a massive fan of the sci-fi fantasy setting. It is easy to see why Star Ocean has been a favorite among JRPG fans since its inception in the 90s. This video will be a countdown looking at how I personally rank every game in the series, and of course, this is just my opinion. If you've seen my reviews, you'll know that my feelings towards one such title is in the minority. Also, I'll only be ranking the main titles, so Blue Sphere and Ananesis, you will not be making the list. Before we get into it, if you liked this video, it would help me out a lot if you hit that like button and sub for more JRPG content. Also, be sure to check out my other Star Ocean videos, such as the staples of the Star Ocean series and Know the Facts, where we look into the things that you didn't know about the original Star Ocean game. I've also released a spoiler-free, in-depth review for each game if you want to learn more about any of them. Again, this is just one guy's opinion, and I would be interested to see how you rank each game, so let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's get into it. Now, we just started the ranking process and we are already at the part where people will be eyeing off that dislike button, but just remember, this is my opinion, so just bear with me. At number 6, we have Star Ocean 3 Till the End of Time. I first played this when it was released and then again last year as part of my Star Ocean Session series. I have changed a lot as a person over those 20 years, but my opinion on Star Ocean 3 did not change at all. I found the overall experience much more frustrating than enjoyable. On the plus side, the story is pretty good and there is a massive twist that redefines everything we know about the Star Ocean series. On the other hand, it's almost as if Star Ocean 3 has never heard of quality of life features. There is so much backtracking, unrewarding, frustrating exploration, and an incredibly clunky battle system with a dodgy camera and even worse AI. I know that many of you out there will have this as number 1, but this is one of those games where I do not understand the praise. At number 5, we have Star Ocean 5, which is widely considered to be the worst game in the series. Star Ocean 5 Integrity and Faithlessness is just meh. The game takes on an MMO style of story delivery, and these lack of cutscenes really don't allow the story to be told as well as it could have. While the cast are chatting away, you can just rotate the camera wherever you want. The scale is also so much smaller than previous titles, taking place only on a single planet. This really goes against one of the things that is so great about the series. In terms of combat, at least they tried something different. There are 6 playable characters on screen at once, with another uncontrollable party member running around. With everyone attacking at once, things can get chaotic. Unfortunately, this combat leaves a lot to be desired, and you can mindlessly spam your attacks without having to think about anything. On the plus side, there is a pretty awesome role system where you can define the actions that your uncontrolled party members can take. These roles add a lot of options in battle, and it is easily among my favorite AI tactic systems of all time. Too bad nothing else about this game makes it worth playing.
Don't you dare speak unless I say to! You maggot! I assume she's somewhere close! I want her here now!
Okay, we've had a rough start, but now we're into the titles that make Star Ocean worth experiencing. We'll go back to the beginning here with Star Ocean 1, which set many staples of the series that are still seen today. The series' debut title was first released on the SNES in 1996, but was later remade for the PSP in 2008, then remastered for the PS4 and Switch in 2019. It has seen a lot of changes, but the core experience is still there. Star Ocean 1 is charming, from the large cast of characters to the entertaining story. There's nothing revolutionary here, but it is a lot of fun, and this is the #1 reason why you should play the game. I also really dig the visuals as well as the voice acting seen in the more recent versions of the game. But in many ways, Star Ocean 1 certainly shows its age. There is an insane amount of backtracking throughout the entire game, made even worse by the high encounter rate. The combat is also incredibly spammy, with your AI party members having no concept of MP management. Magical spells also completely stops the flow of battle, which made me want to ignore using them altogether. Still, if you're into retro-style JRPGs, then Star Ocean 1 delivers in many ways.
Thought there wasn't supposed to be anyone here.
There weren't any life forms here, Captain, when I scanned the area.
Who are you? What do you want?
Have you come here to take the herbs away from us?
Where did you come from?
Look, you don't have to be so...
Stay where you are!
so afraid. That didn't work.
Now things are starting to get serious. In the number 3 spot, we have Star Ocean 2: The Second Story. Star Ocean 2 was originally released on the PS1, but then later remastered for the PSP. If there's one thing that Star Ocean 2 has going for it, it is the story. At the start of the game, you can choose to play the game as one of 2 characters. First, we have Rena, a young girl living on the planet of Expel. Then there's Claude, an Earthling who is accidentally teleported to Rena's planet. Whoever you choose, the core story will be the same, but there will be some unique sections depending on your chosen character. The story is the best thing about Star Ocean 2, and I'll go as far as saying that it is the best in the whole series. Aside from the story, the world, and the characters, just about everything else is the exact same as the PSP version of Star Ocean 1, as they used the same engine. The visuals, the combat system, the upgrade mechanics, if you've played Star Ocean 1, you'll know what to expect. This is another fan favourite Star Ocean title, and because of this awesome story, it is easy to see why. In second spot, we have Star Ocean 4: The Last Hope, released in 2009. Star Ocean 4 does things differently than any other game in the series in that there are loads of different planets to explore, and I loved this. In contrast, the majority of the other Star Ocean games take place on a single underdeveloped planet, with other locations and space travel appearing later in the game. The story and dialogue, however, is definitely on the weak side. There are many lengthy cutscenes, most of which did not hold my interest at all. Then there's Lim, who not only looks like a doll, but probably has the worst voice acting that I've ever heard in my life. Kay?
I'm going, Grandpa. Kay?
Be careful out there, little Limo.
Kay, we're going, Kay.
But this can be easily forgiven because everything else is pretty bloody good. The combat was a lot of fun, the RPG upgrade mechanics were great, and in true Star Ocean fashion, there was a lot of optional content to sink your teeth into. Star Ocean 4 was my favourite in the series until my new favourite recently came along.
Yoo-hoo! How's it going, folks? Welch Vineyard at your service. Who the heck? Hi there, Welchie. You're all 2D today. Hi yourself, Pipsqueak. Looking cute as always. Oh?
That's right, the latest Star Ocean game, Star Ocean 6: The Divine Force, is my number 1. After Star Ocean 5's poor reception, it was quite a surprise to many when the Divine Force was announced, and boy, did it deliver. This game returned to Star Ocean 2's narrative style in the 2 protagonists that you can select at the start, Raymond and Letitia. This dual protagonist system works great and complements one of the strongest stories seen in the series. One of my favourite things about the Divine Force is the strong cast of characters. They are all unique and likeable in their own way, with their own reasons to tag along with Raymond and Letitia. The combat is also the best in the series, largely due to our little robot friend Duma, who allows you to zoom around the place among other things, adding a lot to your battle strategy. And who could forget Isoa, which is by far Star Ocean's best minigame. The Divine Force was an awesome experience and worthy of my number 1 spot for the best Star Ocean game ever award.
You speak our language, but you lack any ability to think on your feet.
Death to those who defy the Centralists!
And there we have it, the Star Ocean series ranked. This series has had its ups and downs, but when Star Ocean is good, it is good. I'm just glad that the series is still going strong, and I'm hoping we'll hear something about Star Ocean 7 soon. Let me know what you guys think. Out of all of the Star Ocean games that you've played, how would you rank them? Let me know in the comments below. This was Hellfire RPGs. Thanks for watching. If you liked this, hit like and sub for loads more JRPG content coming soon. See you next time.